Welcome back. Tomorrow is World Alzheimer's Awareness Day. Alzheimer's is a brain disorder that can destroy memory and thinking abilities. This morning, we're focusing on a study linking hearing loss and dementia. Here to explain the findings is a licensed hearing care professional at Hear USA, Jessica Nader. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So this study, hearing loss and Alzheimer's, how are the two possibly linked?
So there's really good data to show the link, and basically what the data shows is that even just with mild hearing loss can double your risk of developing dementia over time, and moderate hearing loss triples it. This is something we've known for a while, but this new study out of the Lancet really just cements that link. Basically, people with hearing loss have to work much harder than their peers without hearing loss to just simply understand and process auditory information. And so that just is taxing for our brains.
So it really is like the exercise of the brain. I'm really confused on how the two even go together. Your memory and your hearing seem like they would come from different parts of your brain.
So it just takes a lot of energy. So in conversations, when you have hearing loss, you're getting bits and pieces of information, and you're really just trying to put that information together like a puzzle in real time. Mm-hmm. It's really taxing, and so what that does is it decreases how much resources we have for other things. If we're focusing a lot on how to understand or understanding what's being said, we lose resources for remembering what is said or even just physically responding to that stimulus. Mm-hmm. So it's really just about being overtaxed, and over time that kind of energy you have to put into it really just puts us in a space where we don't have extra energy for other processes, and it gets frustrating. Mm-hmm. It leads to anxiety. What happens if I can't keep up with my conversational partners? And ultimately it leads to places for many that is really isolating. I'd rather not go to a restaurant because I can't understand anybody.
Yeah, exactly, because restaurants are noisy and it gets really difficult to hear. But so many people avoid hearing aids. Yeah. They don't want it to be seen. They just avoid the hearing aids for whatever reason. Would that help decrease some of that energy that you're spending?
An immense amount. So I myself have hearing loss. I wear hearing aids every day. One of the biggest things is hearing aids today are not like what they were 20 years ago. There has been a ton of technological advancement. A lot of smart people have put a ton of effort into this, and now they're better than they ever have been. They're easy to wear, and the data is in. They're very effective.
Mm-hmm. The link between hearing loss and Alzheimer's, are we talking about somebody who was born without hearing? Are they at more risk for Alzheimer's, or is this somebody who has just developed hearing loss as they age, which a lot of people do?
It's something that, they're still doing studies on that, but we focus primarily on people who basically just experience hearing loss over time.
Aging.
So somebody who has, well, it's not always aging, this is happening to people at any age. This is something that we take really seriously. It's about knowing your hearing status, even as a young person. In the United States, it's estimated that 48 million people have hearing loss of some degree, mm-hmm. and the average age of somebody experiencing that is younger and younger.
Yeah.
So I wear hearing aids. I know many young people who do. This is not something that just affects people who age. It's all of us, anyone with ears.
Do you think, why is that? Why is hearing loss happening at a younger age?
There's a lot of reasons for it. One, it's just noise exposure. We live in incredibly noisy places. We have to. It's just something that we go through. There's not a lot of hearing education out there. We wear earbuds. Viruses can do it. Sometimes hearing loss is sudden and we don't know why. But what is important is just to keep track of it. You just know your hearing status. If you're somebody who feels like you're struggling, I can't understand sometimes, I can't remember what things are, always go in, come and see us at Hear USA. We'll be more than happy to test you. It's complimentary. Just know what your hearing status is, so that when you do get to a place, if that's something that happens to you where you do start to have mild hearing loss, we can address it. That quick and early detection and addressing that is really, really important.
Yeah, because I've always been told once you lose your hearing, it's gone.
It is gone.
But you're saying that the technology is so good that in a way you can treat it with hearing aids?
It's definitely treatable, and that's one of the things that we're focusing on is with dementia, sometimes that's just genetic. We can't control our genes or the way they express themselves, but what we can control is our hearing loss and the way that we experience the world. And so, you know, having a hearing test, if you need hearing aids, having prescriptively fit or properly fit hearing aids by professionals is so important. And it really does, you know, the data is very clear. It does mitigate your chance of experiencing social isolation and dementia caused by hearing loss.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that makes people take it even more seriously now that they realize that they're looking at a link between hearing loss and Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
hopefully
absolutely.
people will be less nervous to go and get fitted for a hearing.
I'm wearing hearing aids right now. They're not visible. They work really well. So, you know, my advice is if you feel like you're struggling or you know somebody who is, come in and see us at Hear USA. We'll be happy to test you and just establish your status.
Where are you guys located?
We're all around Houston. You know, there's going to be a center not too far from you. I myself am in the Woodlands, but we have 10 or 11 centers coming up around Houston. So just give us a call. You can visit us at hearusa.com. We'll be happy to establish your status and if you need treatment to get you started in the right direction.
That was really helpful information. Jessica Nader, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Hear USA, they are here to help you. I appreciate that this
Thank you
morning.
so much.
That was really good information.